Hello dear students, this is Hasina Islam, lecturer, Department of English, Tungi Government College. This lecture is for the students of honors third year. I think you all are safe and sound. In my previous lecture, I have started Victorian poetry, and from Victorian poetry, we have started Robert Browning. And in my previous lecture, I have discussed on Robert Browning's My Last Duchess. And today we are going to start another poem. This is also a dramatic monologue by Robert Browning, and it is the topic of this. The poem is The Last Ride Together. The Last Ride Together by Robert Browning. So this is a dramatic monologue, and we know what is a dramatic monologue. It has all the characteristics features of a dramatic monologue. Okay, so The Last Ride Together is one of the finest dramatic monologues of Robert Browning. It was published in 1855. And what is the theme of this poem? First of all, I would like to say something about this poem, the theme of this poem, and then I will try to discuss. That is, I will try to analyze line to line, line by line analysis, and I will try to give you a summary of this poem. Okay, so what is the theme? The theme of this poem is love. The lover is rejected and completely dejected. Okay, that is, he is rejected. Why? That is, but he resigns to his fate and does not murmur and grumble against his beloved. That is, he tried to accept his fate, and he, requests her, his beloved or his lady love, to grant his last wish. What was his last wish? His last wish to ride together. And that wish being granted, he begins to imagine a heaven upon this earth. That is, his lady love agreed to have a ride together. And it was the last ride. Okay, and it seems to him, that is, it was the heaven upon this earth. He felt all the pleasures of heaven. He consoles himself by saying that it is not only he who is suffering, because the indifference and ingratitude of his beloved, but there are others also who have met with the same fate. That is, he is not the one who is suffering this problem. So many lovers are suffering this problem. That is, they are to accept their misfortune or fate. And at a second thought, he begins to compare himself with the poet, the sculptor, and the musician, who aim at an ideal and attempt to reach sublimate. They do not succeed. So very often it is very it seems that most of them are not succeed. So we should not be disappointed if we are rejected. Actually, here we find an optimistic tale. We know that Robert Browning, he was an optimistic poet, and that's why. So after being rejected by by his beloved, he was not disappointed. He was optimistic, and he think that this last ride, and he wants to have a last ride with his lady love, and it will be memorable to him. Okay, and he consoles himself. So failure is rich lures on their faces. The lover also has failed, and he knows that many lovers also failed. He had hoped to win his beloved, but he could not get success. He is rejected by her, but he is content to cherish her memory. That is, he wants to cherish her memory. His last wish has been granted. That is, his beloved, his lady love, accepted his appeal, and it was granted, and so he thinks himself very lucky. He has attained heavenly glory and divine bliss through human agency. That is, this through this last bride, he felt the divine bliss. Okay, so this is the theme of this poem, and now we'll try to start the poem from the beginning and try to analyze the lines. Okay, so this is a dramatic monologue. We know this is a dramatic monologue, and as a dramatic monologue, it begins abruptly, and it has a sudden beginning and abrupt arresting beginning, suggesting that this is a continuation of something that has gone before. Okay, and there is a silent listener here and a speaker. He is speaking to the silent listener. So who is the speaker here? The boy or the young man. He is the lover. He is the speaker here, and his lady love, his beloved, is the listener here. Okay, silent listener here. So I'm going to read out the first line of this poem. I said then, dearest, since it's so, since now at length my faith I know, since nothing all my love avails. So here it seems that the poem is a conversation. Okay, they are speaking to each other. It has conversational beginning, abrupt and sudden beginning, and the speaker is saying that is, he knows about his fate, though he is rejected. He knows that after today, that is, this is the last day, and after this day, they will not meet again, and he is rejected, and he accepted his fate. Okay, this failure, he very easily accepted his fate, and he had a last wish, and that's why he is saying that is, since nothing all my love avails, since all my life seemed meant for fails, since this was written and needs must be. That is, 5 times he uttered this verse, since. Okay, so he is thankful. He is thanking his lady love, his beloved. That is, and he, in the first stanza, here we find that he is offering a last ride together. Okay, last ride together, and in this way the first stanza ends, and his beloved, his lady love, accepted his appeal, and they started the last ride. So and he felt the heavenly glory in this ride. Okay, so this is the beginning and the theme of this poem, and if we read this poem very carefully, we will find all the characteristics feature of a dramatic monologue in this poem. Okay, and there is a tension, and it grows a tension, and this is written in a conversational style, and it has a speaker and a silent listener. So all these characteristics features are present here, and we, of course, we can consider this poem as a dramatic monologue. Okay, so this is for today, and in my next lecture I'll try to give you more information regarding this poem. Until then, everyone, please be safe, and Allah Hafiz. Have a nice day.